dirty bitch.
Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this? It was only a kiss, it was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke and she's taking a drag. Now they're going to bed and my stomach is sick and it's all in my head. But she's touching his chest now. He takes off her dress now. Let me go. Cause I miss her bright side.
Back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said ooh, shut up.
Johnny, I got no number.
Let's have a little fun.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, is bringing me out the dark. This time I'ma let it all go. This time I'ma stand up and shout. I'ma do things my way.
Reluctantly crouch at the starting line.
I'm begging you.
cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I tell her I'm bleeding.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for a
On a
ride.
on a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair. Warm smell of Lolita, rising up through the
Trying
air.
to take you anywhere. Over here, that is too long and this me.
On the top, if it's like it too much to let it stop here, it's wrong, but I want you to know.
Don't you walk away from me. Nobody likes you when you're 23.
If anything could ever be this good again, take me out. Don't wanna be an American idiot. Do with your mom, do with your mom. Cause I got your picture, I'm coming with you, dear Maria. Tell me.
Lots of money in my bank account, oh no. Stupid horse, I just fell out of the Porsche. Lots of money in my bank account, oh no.
Wake me up. Wake me up inside. I can't wake up. Wake me up inside. Call my name and sing me from the dark. Wake me up. Let's go. I'm feeling like I gotta get away, but I know that I don't, and I won't ever stop. 'Cause you know I gotta win every day. You really wanna pop me? Just know that you will never pop me, and I know that I gotta be a little cocky. You ain't never gonna stop me.
We gon' rock this club, we gon' go all night. We gon' light it up like it's dynamite. Let's go, don't wait. This night's almost over. Let's make this night last forever.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Because it feels so good. It just feels so good.
Watch the way I navigate.
Addicted to you. Fantasy.
Closing a goddamn door, no. It's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality.
Repeating now. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Now it's our turn to kick some tail. All right. Let's start making shit.
Okay, as much as I would love to do the big Remix 30, I do want to get started on this. Yeah, I can fit Remix 30 in real quick.
Reluctantly crouched at the starting line, engines pumping and thumping in time. The green light flashes, the flags go up.
Can you
Turning
feel the
and
rush
running,
now?
they gun
Ain't
for the
nobody bringing us down, 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 down. They could try, but we're gonna win a crown. You could go another round, 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 round. Wish you luck, but you're not bringing us down.
Do you like how I walk? Do you like how I talk? Together we can show the world what we can do.
Cause I've been acting like sour milk on the floor at your butt. You didn't shut the refrigerator. Maybe that's the reason I've been acting so cold. Stupid horse, I just got out of the Porsche. Want some money in my bank account? Oh no. Everybody wants to rule the world. And I said, here I go again. We all this my shit. All girls up
I don't know it, but I quiver whenever you come near. And I cannot decipher between the thrill and the fear. I wanna fly, I'm far like a sheep in the box. I can live on the everything at Christmas in July. This looks like the top of me, so everybody just follow me. You can hear a little controversy.
Bossa Nova beat. Super Mario RPG. Sonic the Hedgehog, Donkey Kong.
Every time you come around my London bridge, wanna go down like, wanna go down like, be going down like. You're insecure.
Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all.
Summon fish to the dish, over like a shell, sweet like a sushi, cause it never touch a frying pan. Nothing wrong with me, nothing wrong with me. 1, 2, 3,
I am a rock star. I got my rock moves, and I don't want you to know.
Back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. 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 Oh, there goes gravity.
It just takes some time, little girl, you're in the middle. I feel right, everything else is gonna be. It's just one of those days. It's just one of those days.
Getting pedicure on our toes. Trying on all our clothes. Boys blowing up our toes.
Might as well be one. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
This woman is my destiny. She said,
So we get it, we go hard. We're so in it, we pop stars. Only winning now. Ain't nobody bring us down, hey now. You ready for this? Ain't nobody bring us down, hey now.
You know, it's kind of funny seeing how tame Remix 30 is compared to the fucking huge thing that... Hold on.
Ain't nobody bring us down, hey now.
Hello everyone, welcome to a stream, but not just any stream. A stream where you play a video game, and not just any video game, but not a video game at all. Because we're going to be doing a behind-the-scenes look at a mashup. But not just any mashup, one that I put out about a week ago called Through Absolutely Everything. So here's the thing with the face cam. You might notice it isn't there. That's because I don't have my USB splitter. I tried to find it today, but it kind of got lost. I've been losing a couple things. It's been weird. Also, I haven't been streaming in a while, but I'll get to that in a second. Anyway, so because of the fact that I don't have a USB splitter and I'm doing this all from my laptop, the only webcam we can use is my laptop's webcam, which will look like this. Which, don't get me wrong, you can see my shirt and my boobas, but I don't think that's what you're looking for, because if I do it up, then boom, you're blinded by the light. But at least you can also see a dog. Hey, Walt. Beautiful. So, I'm probably not going to do webcam for this because, it be like that sometime. This doesn't really look the best. But, yeah. Hello, everyone. When was the last time I streamed? I think last time I streamed it was, my Jenniversary, wasn't it? That was 2 months ago. Wow. Wowie, wowie, wowie. There is a pretty good reason why I haven't been able to do this for the last, month. That's because, Red has been here. Red's been staying with me for a while I begin my move, because I'm moving. I'm moving out of this house. I've been trying to move for a while, and now it's finally we're kind of making the moves on it, which is really, really nice. And there's been a lot of, stress about that, which is another reason why I kind of haven't been streaming. I do have a few ideas for streams, and in fact, I also have a few ideas for kind of revamping my whole social media thing, especially my YouTube channel. And that's going to be coming pretty soon, hopefully. I'm just waiting for a couple more things, but yeah. All right, let me open up the project so we can get to it. So like I mentioned before, yeah, about 9 days ago, I released on Tumblr first. I released through absolutely everything, which is a very, very large mashup. I guess I'll do the thing I usually do, but if you haven't listened to that mashup yet, if you haven't heard that mashup, can I get a 1 in chat? And that'll be good for me to stall for time while this loads up, because it's got a lot to load. We have some 1s. Wait, y'all haven't heard this mashup yet? I feel like some of y'all are doing a bit with me, because I feel like I have advertised this 100,000 times, and I played it during the pre-stream. But you know what? I'm happy to play it again once it gets all loaded up, and then I'll take you guys bit through bit. Because I worked on this for a pretty good amount of time. I put a bit of my work into it. I put some effort into it. It has, I believe, 181 samples in it, which is something else. I was afraid it would overstimulate me then for gore, and only caught the end of pre-stream. Okay, well in that case, I can show it off here. I'm not sure if I should do like a full run through of it first, or if I should like just get going on doing it bit by bit. But either way, this is just kind of a chill stream where I'm just gonna break it down. It's gonna take a minute for it all to load because there's a lot. I saw Jenny stream when, oh hell yeah, that's what it's all about. Okay, well tell you what, maybe I'll just go through it bit by bit, and then at the very end we'll do it all at once. That way, for anyone who's worried about overstimulation, it'll be like, okay, I'm understanding it in chunks, and then you can understand it in the full. Let's see. How am I gonna do this? Let me get a display cap up. Let's see. Open display cap. Oh wait, I didn't actually select a thing. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Okay. I'm gonna move this so that y'all can see everything. If you can't tell, it is still loading because, again, there is a lot of things to load. And you can see this loading screen right here. So now we have like a secure way of optimizing it. So now we know 18%. So we're just going to keep a close eye on it. It's like the saying says, a watched pot boils twice as fast. But yeah, no, I guess while I'm doing this, I will talk about how this mashup came to be. So, I was, for my birthday, Red and I took a trip down to Orlando, because I wanted to go to Nintendo Land, because, you know, it's a whole theme park based around Nintendo. And turns out, by the way, I mean, I can talk all about that later, but it was a really fucking cool, oh my god! It was like the first time I've ever been to a theme park and I felt like a child. It was great. It was really, really fun. It was really good at that, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about this. So on the way down, we did something that we had done once before, but this one was a bit different. We call it the wheel. Basically, so way back when in 2022, I guess it's not way back when, but still, when Red was moving in with me for a while, when I was driving them down and I was driving them over to my place on the drive from Texas to Georgia, we did this thing called the wheel, where Red had a bunch of options on a big wheel. And then whenever we would stop, they would spin the wheel, and whatever it landed on is what we would do to pass the time of driving all that way, because we had to drive in a U-Haul and shit. It led to a lot of fun. Like, that's how we listened to The Island, the Minecraft audiobook that was narrated by Jack Black. That would be a cool nickname for him. Jack Black. So there was that. We also listened to all that stuff, but on the way down to Orlando, we did it a bit differently, where we sort of decided to just list albums and stuff. We listened to like some the Willennium, the Will Smith album that has Wild Wild West in it. We listened to a couple bad albums, like we listened to the new Panic at the Disco album, Viva Las Vengeance. It wasn't very good. But like at least it made me feel something, unlike the Maroon 5 album we listened to afterwards, because it was new Maroon 5, not old Maroon 5, because it couldn't be songs about Jane, or It Won't Be Soon Before Long, because that would be too good. But one thing that we landed on there was speed metal. And we just decided, okay, how are we going to handle speed metal? And we just decided, okay, well, what if we just take the album that Through the Fire and Flames is on, and we just listen to it all the way through? So we did. And while I was listening to Through the Fire and Flames, I kind of like looked over to Red with one eye. The other eye was on the road. And I said, hey, this is like one of the best songs of all time, isn't it? And Red was just like, yeah, it kind of is. And I had this idea of, what if I just made a mashup with Through the Fire and Flames, and I just loaded it with samples? Because, like, for those of you children in the audience who might not know the significance behind Through the Fire and Flames, first of all, this song is very, very great, but the reason that it is well known, at least to my knowledge, there might be some other stuff behind it that I don't know, but at least how I know about it, and I think how a lot of other people know it, is it was the hardest song on Guitar Hero 3. Fire and Flames on Expert is just the peak. I would love going into it and like, I would love playing it on like the note with a no fail cheat on and just see if I could do anything. The best Guitar Hero. You are objectively correct, M. Tyson. I love Guitar Hero 3 so much. I honestly, if you listen to the music I listen to, you'll find out how much of it is like a lot of the stuff from Guitar Hero 3. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I love Guitar Hero 3. It's so good. Actually, come to think about it, I don't do too much Guitar Hero 3. I mean, I know I was working on an Impulse mashup, but that's one step too far. We're at the 50% mark. So anyway, just to talk about how this went down, Through the Fire and Flames is mostly why I bought a custom and started playing Clone Hero. Oh, hell yeah! Well, good news, you can play this song on Clone Hero. In fact, I might be working with someone on making a chart of this, and there might be someone who is getting that chart to a certain somebody, which hopefully when that gets done, yeah, hopefully that'll be really fun, because I've wanted to, I've always kind of wanted to have a Clone Hero chart of some of my mashups, considering that there's a, Jenny, don't get my hopes up. I mean, it's being worked on right now. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It does sound like that's kind of the hookup we got going on, but I won't say anything for 100% certain. Jenny, we know who you mean. Listen. 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 Hyped for it. I'm hyped for it too. But nevertheless, that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about Clone here. We're talking about this. So that night in the hotel room when we got there, I got started on Through Absolutely Everything, which was the name I decided to give this. It's like Through the Fire and Flames, except no, it's going to be Through Absolutely Everything, which I think is fitting. And like I said before, when I got a count of it, I believe it was 181 samples being used. So let me do the math real quick. 181 divided by 7.5, because it's 7.5 minutes. That is 24 samples a minute. So that's about one new sample every 2 seconds, give or take. Not to brag, but I kind of cooked on this one. Hi, Jenny. I'm just here to ask my obligatory question. When are you doing part 2 of the Homestuck stream? I don't know. Maybe one day. Plus Enemy. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Plus Enemy. How could I forget Plus Enemy? Yeah, that one was... See, I knew that I was going to forget one sample on the... I knew I was going to forget something on the paste bin. I need to remake it, because, like... There's... Because, like, that's just embarrassing. Okay, wait, I have a loading signal, which means that... Because I know that sometimes it, like, jumps, like, really quickly at the end. So it's at 69. Ha! Nice! Ah! Let's go! Ha! Okay, no. Yeah, see, it just jumped up 3. But while we're waiting for this to load, other things have been going on. I mentioned that I've been getting ready to move. Also, I finally got into Skyrim, and after like 5 tries of playing it, I finally managed to get a run of it where I'm like actually into it. Like on the last ones I played the beginning, I got to like Riverwood, and that was like it. But now I'm like, I actually have gotten to like Whiterun. I took the carriage to go to all the other towns so that I can fast travel to them. And now I'm just sort of on my adventure. I've slayed a few dragons. It's pretty good. I'm enjoying it, and I see why people re-released it 100 times. It's almost there. I promise I should have done this before. Oh, well, you know what they say. Hindsight's a number. Mm, 83? Okay. I also do want to ask, because I do clip stuff, and I'm doing some penny clips, are you okay if I include your clips in a compilation? Of course! I love being in compilations. I just know that I haven't been streaming a lot often, although I do want to get back to it. I feel like I say that every stream, but c'est la vie. I never looked at the pastebin, so I'm looking forward to learning about all the samples I missed. Okay, well good, because I'm going to be taking you through it step by step. Alright, we're at 87. I can feel it calling in the air tonight. Oh Lord. I love the moment during the Kingdom Hearts behind-the-scenes stream where you discovered peanuts to an elephant. Is that in the song? It is not in the song. No, it is not. Because you showed... I heard about it, and then I didn't really do much with it, because I just thought about it, and I was like, okay, cool. I haven't thought about it since that stream. But then again, that's because that stream had a lot going on. Who knows? Maybe I'll remember it one day. Okay, 90. We are so close. We are so effing fucking close. If we want something else to talk about, we talk about simultaneously frustrating and funny does the AI company stole your mashups for training. Yeah, it was a little silly and stupid, but at this point, it's like, what can you do? Like, they have it, and they can try to implement it, but they're not going to be able to get it right. AI just can't duplicate me. Sorry. Straight up, I don't think AI would be able to duplicate what I do. Maybe they could make something that's frantic and wild, but it won't be a Jenny mashup. And not just because I didn't make it. They can't do it nearly as good. Exactly. Like, if you tell the AI music generator thing to make a mashup with 181 samples, they will die. Alright, speaking of die, here we go. Ladies, gentlemen, and all else in the audience, any thoughts on new redeems? Probably soon, just because I'm still working on my big redux. So, at some point, yeah, probably. Anyway, this is the mashup. Whoop, hello. Don't mind the picture of Raboot as my background. As you can see, there's a lot going on here. To be honest, when you do is so you need... Oh, what you do is so unique, I'm guessing, is what was being said there. Ah! Don't look at that. That was illegal. Actually, let me just... 1 second. I'm going to just move my Discord off the screen just because I don't want to risk anyone seeing that stuff. The only thing that was there was, like, the people talking about the chart thing. Anyhow, so, as you can see, we have a lot going on. What you do is so unique. And not only do mashup artists mainly remix and retune songs to their vision, but you have intent behind it. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of this. Like the Jenny remix and the new rhythm mashup. Yeah! Alright, so this is the mashup through absolutely everything zoomed out. As you can see, it's a lot. I probably didn't need to do all of these, but I did it. Hi, I showed this mashup to my mom and she said it was a lot positive. Yay! Also, you generally make me want to make music, but I start to even look into it and I get a blood clot in my brain. Yeah, it's like that. Alright, so let's zoom in. Let's just take this stuff in order. And also you'll notice that some of these are different colors. I'll explain the colors really quick. Green means they're at a pretty normal volume. Orange means that they are in the loud chamber, which is a chamber that is essentially dedicated to being a bit louder than usual. It helps with leveling things. And if it's gray, that means that it is muted. which you'll see the sub is muted either because it's something that I had wanted to try or like, and just I had kind of quit on. You know, teal needs meal. That's true. So let's start at the very beginning because we start with,
Let's have a little fun.
if you don't know, that is a voice clip from Star Fox 64. That is Falco Lombardi.
Let's have a little fun.
Because Falco Lombardi is my boyfriend, and I love him. Now, you'll notice there is a muted one right here. That's because originally my idea was I was going to start with,
Hi.
but instead I decided to go with,
Let's have a little fun.
mostly because I had already done a startup that started with a mashup that started with Hi, my name is, and also another one, but that's for later. Happy Pride Month, have Falcon Lombardi. True. All right. So, oh yeah, this is labeled the instrumental. Not going to spoil it in the screenshot, silly, because I took a picture of my progress. You know that one. That's Fire and Flame. At the very beginning, I should probably talk about the method of how I did this. A lot of it was like looking through all of my different audio files in my downloads folder and just sort of saying, hey, this could work here, maybe, possibly. Putting it in there and saying, hey, yeah, it does. And then possibly moving it around to fit a sort of larger idea. I figured that this one worked, Rolling in the Deep worked really well at the very start because literally it starts with Adele saying, there's a fire starting in my soul, in my heart.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, is bringing me out the dark.
Very nice and fun and cool. Next, I had two things here. I was about to say this is where I can sort of show my philosophy for mashups as a whole, although it doesn't really work well here because I have three things. But one thing that I've learned is that you can have a song that I've talked about this before, but you can have a song that plays normally and has like the main melody that your mind will pick up and listen to, and then you can have something that's a bit more of like a rhythmic background thing. A good example of this is, we're not going to count Diana Ross right now, but how it goes with Blitzkrieg Bop.
Hey, oh, let's go. Hey, oh, let's go.
I love using Blitzkrieg Bop because it doesn't have a tone, so I don't need to change the key on it. And if I just play it next to something with a bit more of a melody or a bit more of a forward rhythm, as it were, something that's a bit more at the forefront of the song, like.
This time I'ma let it all come out.
So.
This time I'ma let it all come out. This time I'ma stand up and shout.
Yeah. And then I also, as you saw, had Diana Ross's I'm Coming Out. This is a reference to one of the older ones. Now, I originally didn't want this one to have too many, like, references to my older mashups because I felt like I had already done that quite a bit and I wanted this to be its own thing. But sometimes I can't help myself, and it does happen a couple times here. And just the way that I'm Coming Out and Limp Bizkit go together, like, they've complement each other very well. Because it goes, and then during that silence, that's when we get, this time I'm gonna let it all come out. And then you have coming, and then this time I'm gonna stand up and shout. And also the shout and out kind of go on each other. So it's like,
This time I'ma let it all come out. This time I'ma stand up and shout.
it's a very, very fun little call and response that they get to do. And then on top of that, I just put Blitzkrieg Bop on it.
This time I'ma let it all come out. This time I'ma stand up and shout. I'ma do things my way.
Now, right before we get to the very beginning portion, one thing that's important, I mentioned that I went down to Orlando for my birthday. And on my birthday, when I got home from Universal, I put in this little sample. Which is from The World Revolving, because I have a sort of quasi-tradition where I mash up something with The World Revolving on my birthday. And then, of course, on top of that, I put, which is what's pretty much the iconic Welcome to the Beginning song for my mashups, which is
Reluctantly crouched at the starting line.
Y'all know it. So it gives us...
Reluctantly crouch at the starting line.
Honestly, hold on. I need to play that again because I love the way I implemented that bit of the world revolving. I can't believe we missed the world revolving. It'd be like that. All right, so I'm going to talk about this next portion in the order that I did it. Because Get the Party Started was added kind of near the end. And I had this thought of... I'm going to mute you and you. Pump up the jam into pump it.
Pump up the jam, pump it louder, louder.
Because it has this idea of, we have this connection here of pump it up, pump it louder, pump it louder. So now the thought here is, we have to turn the music up. So then I decided to do this bit of begging.
I'm begging you.
And it's like, okay, who's being begged to?
DJ!
Okay, and what are we begging the DJ to do? So it sort of falls into that similar idea of, we want to turn up the fucking volume here. And then I kind of kept with the same idea of getting the party started with Pink's Get the Party Started. Money Machine is in there because that was like my placeholder there at first. Your samples are talking to each other. Exactly! That's something I wanted to really stress on this one. That's something I really wanted to play around with on this one. The samples kind of talking to each other and doing a sort of call and response of their own, not only in terms of rhythm, but also in terms of like what they're saying. So it gives us this at the end. This is going to make the Clone Hero chart lyrics go insane. Oh, yeah! They're doing, from what I've heard, they're doing pretty good on so far. Next is a very classic mashup that I've done before, and other people have done it before, but Bad Apple on top of Calamari Incantation, which I'll just play that first real quick. It just sounds really good, and people like it. So. And then I put Disco Inferno in there. Disco Inferno is in there because A, Burn Baby Burn is part of the whole Fire and Flames thing, and also because it's my OC Disco's theme song. So I just like putting it in whenever I can.
Disco Inferno.
And then I didn't always have like a plan for this, but like for instance on top of this I just put
Bump to the bump to the bump to bass, bump to the bump to the bumble, bump to the bump to the bump to bass, bump to the bump to the bumble.
Buck Bumble moment. I think that one was literally I asked Red, I was like, hey, what should I put in this? And Red was just like, Buck Bumble. And I was like, okay, Buck Bumble it is. Now we get this section is very fun. So I was thinking about what to put in this opening part, because this opening part's like iconic. Bam! Bam! So my first thought is, all right, what song would work nice for that? And I don't know what inspired it at first, but I came up with...
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a if I cannot bleeding.
I thought that worked really well. That bam, cut my life into pieces. Bam, this is my last resort. Bam, suffocation, no breathing. Very, very cool. Also, the acapella track does censor the F word, which is so good because I know how many children there are. The very staccato vocals with the instrumental is a good contrast. Exactly. But I figured I had to put something in those little bam, 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 bam. So I decided to put in these sound effects.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a if I cannot bleeding.
So that would be Lil Jon's Yeah! That is the Peanut Butter Baby. And then, of course, the iconic, they cussed on the regular show. And then to sort of lead into the Lil Jon yell, I put a...
Turn down for what? Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I bleeding.
Very, very fun. I couldn't think of what to put there, so I was just like, metal pipe sound effect, sure. I know how much people love metal pipe. So there was, as you can see, we have 2 muted tracks here. I ended up doing the final countdown, which I feel like, okay, I need to talk about another aspect of how I make mashups. Is that when I'm done, I just say I'm done. And there are a couple moments in this mashup where you can kind of tell that I just said, okay, I'm done. Like, for instance, on Final Countdown, I feel like I could have added something else in the background. But at the same time, I mean, I don't know. I guess it is nice that, like, we kind of start with something a little bit more calm for a little bit. Because it gets very crazy later on. So we do Final Countdown. And then I do Levitating. I just like that. Honestly, I just really like that. If you want to run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for a ride. I really love that. And I decided I was going to combine that with something a little bit similar with MVC2, baby. And then I was like, okay, so Hotel California. I technically had thought about the Hotel California and Through the Fire and Flames a long time ago, I feel. But when I showed this off to Scout, Scout was like, you gotta put Hotel California in there. And I was like, oh my god, I totally do. So I did it here, and I thought it would work really well because it's, I'm gonna take you for a ride.
On a dark desert highway.
That's a whole ass sentence. I'm gonna take you on a ride on a dark desert highway.
On a dark desert highway. Cool wind in my hair. Warm smell of burrito. Rising up.
So we have Best Song Ever is a nice background. Another sign of like how you can have a melody and then you can have something in the background. All right, next bit here is Sugar We're Going Down. Originally, I had Sugar We're Going Down playing at the first chorus, but I decided to change it because I have a very, I guess, interesting relationship with this song. Okay, actually, that's not true. There's a lyric, my favorite lyric in this song is this part.
Been dying to tell you anything you want to hear, 'cause that's just who I am this week.
I just really like that. That's just who I am this week. That's something that someone with ADHD, can really relate to. And I decided to sort of support that idea by, during my favorite line of it,
'Cause that's just who I am this week.
I put a lyric that I think sort of echoes a very similar sentiment from Flamingo.
It's boring being the same.
And then also I have which was nice. And then I also, I'll just play what we have so far. So.
On a dark desert highway. Cool wind in my hair. Warm smell of burrito. Rising up through the
Trying
air.
to tell you anything you want to hear, 'cause that's just who I am this week.
On the top, if I like it too much, so let it stop here. It's wrong, but I want it to know.
I just thought that was really nice. Why does MGMT riff sped up like that remind me of Brodyland? Because it's sort of something like.
On the top, if I like it too much, so let it stop here. It's wrong, but I want it tonight.
What's that American Dad clip? You'll see later. Don't worry about it for now. Funny Crimson moment.
On the top, if I like it too.
I feel like I had to put in Fear and Delight at this point, just because, like, Fear and Delight has become associated with Crimson so, like, firmly that I have to use it and I have to associate with Crimson in some way. It's my brand! All right, next we have another instance of the songs talking to each other. These 4 after another, not counting You Somebody, but it does have a bit of a sentence here. I figured that honestly, like, doing No One Likes You When You're 23 into I'm Feeling 22, that was just a gimme. That was just like, that was laid into my lap as a glorious gift from heaven. So, thanks for that, God. And then I thought Everlong kind of fit on that because, I don't know, there's something about it. All right, so fun thing. Let's talk about the next bit, because this is where things get a little bit more layered and a bit more frantic. So I'm going to start with these parts. That is actually a very personal set of samples that I put together, because my goal is to kind of move out of America. For whatever reason, who knows why. And I feel like the statement of don't want to be in America, idiot, and saying move bitch, that's a pretty good combination. Don't want to be an American idiot. And then this one, I think this one I took from a Siva rip, but something pre-expatriate by We Are the Union. Hey. Yeah, I think that one actually, let me see real quick. Yeah, I think that combination I stole from Siva. Let me see, it was Katamari on the Rocks. Let me see if I can find where it is.
I go hard in the motherfucking paint, nigga.
I think it's here. Wait, no, not yet. Yep, that part right there. So yeah, I totally stole from Siva there. And then I have these two together, which they don't mean anything in particular, but I just think it's...
While I am still collecting coins.
Just, I had to include a little bit of game over. And then ending it off with a... I just think that woohoo is very nice for that. So let's listen to that all one after another.
Cause I got your picture, I'm coming with you, dear Maria, drop me.
Want the money in my bank account? Oh no, stupid horse, I just fell out.
Also, remember when I said that I was gonna reference my other mashups in the past? Hey, Paper Star Paradise.
Cause I got your picture, I'm coming with you,
Paradise,
Want the money in my bank account? Oh no, stupid horse, I just fell out of the Porsche. Lost the money in my bank account? Oh no.
Also, doing your mother while getting money. Yeah, that was kind of something that after I was done with, I realized, hey, that's cool. All while I'm still collecting coins. Hell yeah. I also put in California Girls. That wasn't really referenced to anything. I just put that in as a placeholder, and I never did anything else with it. But I think for the first chorus, I think it just being there with no other backing, I think is fine. Because I know I sort of had the same philosophy when I made Transcendental Fever Dream, where I wanted each chorus to be a bit more frantic than the last. And I don't know if I really pulled that off here, but I do know that it's kind of frantic all the way through. But anyway, and then we get to one of my favorite bits of the song. I said it once before, but it bears repeating now. If you don't get that joke, just give it a minute. You'll see later. Next, Rollin'. So originally I put this at the beginning of the song, but Scout actually said, hey, you should put that like after a chorus. That way it sort of gives the idea of, hey, we're not done yet. We're still rolling. And I was like, okay, let's keep that idea up with some of these songs. Like,
Can't stop addicted to the shindig.
We Can't Stop.
I keep on running like a chicken with his head cut off.
I knew I want. Okay, so I need to talk about Vocaloid. So I am not a big Vocaloid head like everyone else. I know about Spoken For. I know about Bird Brain. And that's like it. But I did put Bird Brain in there, and another one which we'll see later. But that keeps up with the theme of I keep on running like a chicken with his head cut off. I also did.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down.
Okay, so altogether that's.
Bells are beating now. Can't stop addicted to the shindig.
All right, next. This area doesn't really have a lot of a theme, but it's here. Moonchild. Oh yeah, here it comes. So first, she's my and this part's a little bit rough, but I have Moonchild, which is
You got the power to be his friend.
on top of and then
Tick-tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. I love it.
which also fun fact, this one actually I forgot to put toes in this, but that's okay because it doesn't have to be all the time. And then of course I put in everyone's favorite boy band.
We shall eat right up. No, you do.
And then that leads into this little part right here, which I was like, okay, it's gotta be fucking.
And the bass keeps running and running and.
So altogether that.
Tick-tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. We shall eat right up. No, you do.
All right, next segment. We are 2 minutes in. Nice. Should definitely use some more Jamie Page's music at some point. Yeah, I heard that. I heard Jamie made this song called "Do No Harm" or something. I heard it's pretty good. Anyway, next. So this literally came from the fact that, like, while I was working on this, I was watching shit with Red, and we found out that Sneakers O'Toole from Family Guy became a meme.
I'm not taking my sneakers off.
So I just kind of slowed it down and put it on there. And someone did mention that does kind of line up with the fact that it's like, you know, we keep running. I'm not taking my sneakers off. And I wanted to keep up with the good vibes by putting in
Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright.
that led into this little segment. I didn't know where to put it, so I just put it here. I've been meaning for so long to put Otonoke in a mashup, and I felt like this was a good spot. And then I put Intergalactic on top of it, because I figured that was, you know, in line with Dan Dan. Also something I didn't mention, I had another song that's playing on top of this whole section. It's one of those things where if you know it, you know it. So together that's... Oh, and I guess I'll also bring us to the next part, but...
I'm not taking my sneakers off. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be
All right. So, obviously... We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum. Honestly, that one was just left over from Smash Up Kerfuffle. And yes, this is the R2-D2 scream, which I thought only fit well considering this is the part with... And I was like, hey, what if I... What farms? Oh, you know. So originally, Blue Dabba Dee was supposed to be in the background while like another song was here, but nah. I also put in this. That actually came from Red and I had this bit that we were doing. It started at MomoCon and just kind of kept going, where every so often I would like look over at Red and I would just go like, dude, and Red would go, dude, and I'd go, dude, and he'd go, doo doo, Daytona. I'm Blue is what makes me go crazy about this song. Yeah, it's a bit crazy. And then I go into Smooth Criminal.
You've been hit by a smooth criminal.
And that leads into...
But since you've been gone, I can't breathe.
Okay, actually, wait, I'm sorry about that one, but let me just play through this real quick so I can give us an idea of what it's sounding like right now.
I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball.
Okay, so I'm going to go through this bit by bit. At first, I just had Mine in there. I first put Mine in there because that's my favorite song from Sayonara Wild Hearts. It's so good, and honestly, I always love this little bit fucking... It's so perfectly the golden things of mine. I love that part so much. And at first, I was like, okay, cool. I'll put something in front of that that'll work. And for a while, it was just Santeria, so it sounded like...
I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball.
And I was like, that doesn't quite sound right. So that's why I added in Since You've Been Gone, because... For the first time, and I wanted time to kind of do a rhyme with mine, which I thought sounded way better. You know, it kind of makes a bit of a rhyme, and it rhymes! I love rhymes! Yay, rhyming!
I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball.
Alright. Next up, I put this love in there. Now, alright. This one's a bit interesting, because you'll see that there are two versions of Boogie in here. Because I wanted to put Boogie in this part for a very specific reason. I can't figure out which one of these is going to sound better when I hit play. Yeah, as you can see, it didn't quite... Since You've Begotten change to Smooth Criminal, because you're sad they're gone from getting hit by Smooth Criminal. Oh shit, you're right! The chain! So... The reason I wanted to put Boogie there specifically is because of this sample. Which, if you don't know, is from a video that I know Penny references all the time, but I'll show it real quick. Boogie acapellas tend to be super scuffed. Yeah, but... So that's a clip from this.
He's like a Grinch. Okay? A little bit weird, but oh my god. No fucking way. He's actually awesome. No. Dude. No. He's so cool. And he's like a character. He's the character that he can. Oh my god. That's actually awesome, dude. He's like a...
I hate that video so much. I despise that video. But like, in the way that Helga Pataki despises Arnold from Hey Arnold. You know? I hate it, but I love it. But I hate it, but I love it. So I put that in there, and I really wanted to put Boogie in there because Boogie was used in the Illumination Entertainment film, The Grinch, and I thought it would be a very funny little connection. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it to work, so I just had to stick with This Love. And yes, that is where Ga Awesome comes from. It's like a character that... Oh, dude!
This love has taken its toll on me. So it's gonna be forever. It's gonna go down there.
I feel like there's a bit of a chain going on here because, like, there's This Love, like, it's taking its toll on me, going into both Blank Space and Break Even, because Blank Space is, you know, it's going to be forever, or it's going to go down in flames. Spoiler alert. Yeah. Now, I had to do this upcoming combination of...
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
And of course, on top of that, I started... And this creates another chain of words that I really like how these chain together. It's I just want to feel this moment because maybe you get me closer to God. I don't know, I like it. Let's see, we have brain power for this part. Which I thought fit really well because, like, it's a very high energy song with a lot of noise. It works perfectly through Fire and Flames. Also, because I use those in Take Control together. Oh, that reminds me, I never put Deja Vu in here. Let's see, I put Live and Learn in here.
Live and learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow.
And then Tomorrow leads into what I think is... I really like this next part. This is 3 songs in one for this little bit. First of all, we start with the voice track for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fast Forward. Which, honestly, okay, if you guys don't know what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fast Forward is, basically, the 2003 Ninja Turtles show was really, really, really good for the first, like, few seasons of it. And then it got, like... not great, to the point where there was a season where they just go to the future. The theme song is completely different. Red hates it. I love the theme song. I hate the show at that point in time because, like, they turned Bishop into a good guy. Like, what the fuck? But, like, I love the theme song. It's so fun. You can't make me hate it. And I can't play it because apparently last time I did that, it got, like, a copyright strike or something. But anyway... so after Tomorrow, it goes into the fast forward theme, and also it plays
Futures made of virtual insanity now.
Virtual Insanity, which is literally about futures made of virtual insanity. It's all about how the future is kind of fucking crazy. But then I decided I was going to put in one more bit of it that adds a bit of depth to it. That being...
Pictures came and broke your heart.
Which almost gives, like, to me, an idea of this sort of disdain towards the future itself. Comes a lot more as a form of sour grapes, almost. Of, like, maybe we just are upset about the march of time because we're being left behind. Rather than it being like, oh, the future's so crazy. Well, yeah, that's because, like, we're from the past. Then I have this. So let's play all those together. Also, these two talk together, because it makes me wonder, give me something to believe in, cause I don't believe in you anymore. And then I figured, okay, so here's my strat on this, is at that point, during this portion, it's...
Don't believe in you anymore.
That's got a little bit more repetitive nature, because it's... very repetitive versus... And I figured that part I could easily play the...
Someday love will find you.
I don't know, it's like hopeful towards the singer, makes me wonder. I love how many layers and how much depth there is every few seconds of sampling. Yeah, I kind of went crazy with this. And then, of course, after that...
I said it was before, but it bears repeating now.
Because he said it once before, but it bears... It bears... But it bears repeating now. Also, hi, Kirby. I didn't get the chance to say hi. All right.
I said it was before, but it bears repeating now.
And this part kind of talks to itself. Like, I like to make myself believe, even in a hurricane of frowns, I know that we'll be safe and sound. That's kind of got like a nice message in it. I don't think it was. I kind of stumbled into it, but I was like, hey, it works. Let's make it happen. Yeah, this one's a lot more like slapdash and crazy. Like we have after that we have yeah, just Dog Days Are Over, which I think there's probably some meaning behind it that I'm missing, but all right. I just kind of put it in there because there are a couple songs that I went through Red's favorite songs and I just put them in here, including
Kindness Luigi.
Yeah, they wanted me to put Kindness Luigi in there, so I put that on top of it, but it's a little bit overshadowed by everyone's favorite man.
How bad can I possibly be?
And then that leads into then into
Hey, sexy lady. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train.
I'll just play all of that right now. All right, now we play a game called Why the Hell Did I End Up Using This Sample? I don't know why. I feel like I just kind of like went with it. This is Pop by NSYNC. And it's impossible to hear, but it's in there, damn it. Also, I have Dare.
Coming up.
Now I might be thinking, wait, what about It's Dare? That's because I used a different version of Dare for that part, specifically the live version. Now I might be thinking, Jenny, why did you use the live version of Dare? That's because if you haven't seen the live version of Dare, it's very funny. So, you all know Dare. You've got to press it on you. It's coming up. It's Dare. Let me see. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. I'm pretty sure. So, the guy who says it's coming up. It's Dare. He was there for the concert, which is great. Yeah, he says, it's coming up. It's Dare. Now, at the concert, he was there for the concert. Yeah, well, I mean, he was there in a way. He also, well, I'll just play it. He was drunk as fuck. And now every time I fucking reference Dare with Red, we go like, it's coming up. So I decided I was gonna put the drunk version of It's Dare. Let me... Top 10 Sean Ryder moments. So all that combines to make also We Are Who We Are was there.
We're superstars. We are who we are.
Thank you for blessing me with this. Yeah. East, yeah! All right, so now we have this slow part. You might know it from... Whoa! 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 I had a lot of different possibilities for what to do here. At first, Virtual Insanity was going to be here. Like, it was going to sound like... It sounds nice. I ended up going with Bring Me to Life.
Wake me up, wake me up inside. I can't wake up. Wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from.
Fun. And also in the background is... Because I figured that matched with sort of the chanting in the original song.
I can't wake up. Wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from the dark.
And then I decided to add this song for a very specific reason. And then, of course... which brings us to our tempo change.
Let's go! I'm feeling like I'm running, I'm feeling like I gotta get away, but I know that I don't, and I won't ever stop, 'cause you know I gotta win every day. Go! You really wanna pop me? Just know that you will never pop me. And I'm gonna...
Just to make sure we got everything, that is, of course, Look At Me Now's Busta Rhymes verse, along with... I'm the best. In fact, you know what? I need to inundate anyone who's never seen I'm the Best.
I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best.
Swag, 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 swag.
I'm the best. 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 I'm the best.
You got it. So that's... And I thought that would... Honestly, I thought that worked really well on top of... Look at Me Now. Love the creativity. Yeah, I saw that reaction thing. And then we have the next part of this section, which I really, really like.
Be a little cocky. You ain't never gonna stop me.
That has a Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger. On top of... Because on this little part... I thought I was on a different part for some reason. Anyway, immigrant songs. I thought it fit. And then, of course, I put in my fucking bestie.
Back to back, and spinning on the back.
Which, all the back three back songs are in this mashup, by the way, just in different places. And also, I just think it works really well with the Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger. Double Dice going through this for subtitling and giving a new appreciation for it. It's one of my favorite matchups you've done. Thank you so much. I don't know why the alert didn't do its full sound, but thank you so much, Double Dice. All right. Yeah, no, also Double Dice did make like a big subtitle version of it, which I still haven't gotten a chance to look for just because I've been so busy with moving. But if you ever post it, please let me know, Double Dice, because it was really, really nice. It had a lot of really cool touches. Yeah, this is our bestie breakdance beat.
I know a place hid away from the streets, from the cops and the heat and the fake gas beef.
Why is this one here?
I know a place hid away from the streets, from the cops and the...
Oh, it's because I didn't have the Phonic Mind vocals. I'm so used to Gala Sangan and Blitzkrieg being background noise, I didn't even notice they were here until now. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm so good at just kind of sneaking them in the background. Now, A bit of a pro tip for anyone who ever wants to use Galosenga in a song: make sure you end it with this part, the little woohoo, because that's how you provide closure to it. And then it leads into it's tricky. On top of now, okay, I'm actually really happy about how this part turned out because I decided to put another instrumental track in the background, being. Was that lockstep? No, it was. It's tricky, but I did use that in a lockstep mashup called Trickstep. Yeah, this is the famous "When Mama Isn't Home" or "When Mom Isn't Home." And then I did that, and I also did it for. I also put that on top of "Lone Digger."
Baby, can you move me around the rhythm so we can't get with the
Sounded like that.
Here we go.
Baby, can you move me around the rhythm so we can't get with the all we get is the fucking whole round. Let's count down, everybody, got me with this body. Let's go.
We gon' rock this club, we gon' go all night, we gon' light it up like it's dynamite.
So, and that one had
Cause we gon' rock this club.
honestly, like at first I was gonna put a hardware store at the whole thing, or put "Look at Me Now" there, but honestly, I listened to this part. Like, I thought that had a bit more like musicality to it than like the rest of the part where it was like, fucking. I'm probably not using the right word. So that's why I ended up going with Dynamite on there, along with, of course.
Rock this club, we gon' go all night, we gon' light it up like it's dynamite.
1 section is more melodic, 1 section is more percussive. Yeah, I think that's good. This is remind me of Rhythm Heaven Soon. Rhythm Heaven Soon! Yay! I am gonna lose my mind when that comes out. All right. So next we have this portion. This portion took me a second to figure out because. I love that part. I love blip, 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 blip. The order that I did this was, it took me forever to figure out what I was going to put here. I'm going to mute these so I can keep the surprise going. Yeah, the first thing I did was I wanted this lead-in to be like they're in that little blip, 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 to be.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, it's jam.
Because that's just a very classic countdown that I use for things,
Okay, 3, 2, 1, it's jam.
Very fun. At that point, I added in, this is my favorite part, I adore the lead song used here. Yeah, so I used First Date by Blink-182, which I've used before in Rhythm Heaven mashup.
Let's go.
Don't wait, this night's almost over. Honest, let's make this night last forever. And then I used Choke by Cauterize. Now, if you know this song, then we need to have a discussion, you and I, about 1080 Avalanche, because yay.
If you ever tried to scream underwater, yo, Joe.
Fuck, I love that song so much, and how it fucking plays into 1080 Avalanche. For those of you who don't know, 1080 Avalanche was a GameCube snowboarding game, and this was the theme song for it, and it was really, really good. And then, after all that was said and done, I was like, okay, what am I going to include after this? Because, like, after the blip, 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 shit just goes crazy. And I thought, okay, when I think of going fucking crazy, what do I think of? Death Note OP2. So I decided I was gonna. This is like a weird, like, mini piece of like. So obviously it sounded like this verse.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, it's jam.
And I was like, okay, well, what if I also like sort of interrupted the 3, 2, because like you hear the 3, 2, and you're like, your brain's like, oh yeah, Tank, I love Tank. And then you get fucking blindsided by just to say, hey, surprise, bitch, what's up, people time. And then that leads to and of course in the background of it,
Jump, 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 jump.
so all of that together makes
Let's go, don't wait. This night's almost over. Honest, let's make this night last forever.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
so. First of all, Transcendental Cha-Cha-Cha mention, hooray. Second of all, I may have mentioned at one point that I said I was just done with it, and there was some parts that maybe if I looked back, I might want to add stuff to it. I'm talking about this section specifically, because this is just the Fox. I never added another melody there. But you know what? It's fine. Honestly, I think it's fine. I think it works. I think it's great. I think it's wonderful. I think it's really cute. I was just like, hey, surprise, motherfucker. All right. So now we get Misery Business.
But God, does it feel so good? It just feels so good.
I wanted to focus on the "it just feels so good" part because it provides good reprieve from the previous measure. That's true. Yeah, it does provide some reprieve. Subtitling this part just being the Fox was like being driver 7 straight hours and being allowed to breathe for a fleeting Volpine moment. Fucking not the Volpine moment. So as you contrast the simpler parts really make the more complicated parts stronger. Yeah, like this part of God, does it feel so good? It just feels so good. And of course, feel good because we're feeling good. And also I have
Oh shit, I'm feeling it. Tack it on.
feeling it. And this part, I don't think anyone ever hears, but there's also
Music make you lose control.
so let's just play that.
But God, does it feel so good? It just
Oh
feels
shit, I'm
so
feeling it. Tack it on.
And okay, I'm just gonna say starting at the feel good section, like this whole section is just my favorite part of the song up until like honestly, yeah, up until like the Sad Machine part. So I'm just gonna play it once and then we'll get going. Tachyon, maybe one of the most quintessential mashup samples. Yeah, I use it all the time. So I'm just gonna play this all the way through because this is my favorite bit, and I will go through bit by bit later. Anyway. So that was a lot. I get it. I fucking love that section so much. Holy shit. So let's go through bit by bit. First of all, I really love this little section here because it passes the melody from like the forefront thing with from enemy to Feel Good Inc. I'll actually just play this part so we can get that. Like they kind of pass it.
Watch the way I navigate.
It works really good, especially with the fucking instrumental on that part. I know that, see, thing is, okay, for a long time, when I was listening to this, because I was thinking, okay, what am I going to do for different parts of the solo? Because there's so many cool, specific sections in the solo I want to give special attention to. And this is like one of my favorites. I love that shit, and I think that this little pass-off we do here is perfect. So at first my idea was gonna be I was just gonna pass the melody from Any Way You Want It over to Toxic, so it was gonna be like, which I thought sounded good. But then I had the question of, okay, well, I'm looking for other songs I want to add here. And I thought, okay, I need to add one of my favorite songs of all time, Basket Case by Green Day. And I just kind of realized that, like, I'm going to mute all of this so we can get an idea of what it would sound like. Why am I muting it like that? I can just do solo channel. I realized this sounded good. Which I fucking love! Holy shit! Yay! And I was like, okay, I can just put everything else on top of that and it'll work so long as I keep the basket case like on top. So if all right, and then we take a break from things being really fast for a bit, and we just keep things on this double Panic at the Disco bit here.
If you love me, let me chime in with the haven't you people ever heard of? Closing a goddamn door, no, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality.
I really like that. All right, so this next one was semi-intentional. So the whole idea of this little section, these songs together, is to sort of give the idea of promoting the idea of do what feels good to you and just keep on like I say at the end, never stop making shit, which that sort of idea really lingers on this part. So I figure with the Cupid Shuffle being, it's very much now do your dance type deal. And then I figured like a way to support that is, and then I thought, what if right when she says boring, I just drop a little bit of a Mr. Beast, because Mr. Beast fucked it up because he's so boring. And then, of course, you might know this little combination of songs. Which is essentially my thing. Like, you know, that's my whole thing doing that. Which is... Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Which matches up with... just the beginning of Monkey Watch. Just the beginning to give you an idea. Because, again, this is meant to be really, really quick and... and then this whole section, right, I sort of move away from that message, and instead I heard Mr. Brightside instantly doubled over, clutching my headphones, looking for Monkey Watch. Well, good news! Now we have this whole section where it's... We're going at it tonight! Tonight! Baby, tonight! All of Tonight. First of all, Tonight by Hot Shell Ray and Tonight by the Smashing Pumpkins. Very, very funny joke. We do bits here. Followed by Baby Tonight, DJ got us falling in love again. Which also... Let's make the most of the night like we're gonna die young. Make the most of the night tonight. More night. This is a reference that this stream is taking place at night. That is true. And then another one is we're making most of the night, and at night you have... Dreams are made of the dreams, which are at night. And those dreams are made of, well, DJ got us falling in. Just, you know, Love, pushing on love. And this one, originally, when I showed this to Ellie, I think, it was just this bit. Which, like, I think it kind of is a conversation. And then I also put I put Viva La Vida in there. I just needed to put something in there.
I hear terrorist little bells are ringing.
With September on there, and then... And then I just really thought that this part sounded great, so I'm just gonna play it. And I was like, okay, I just gotta put some other stuff on there. So I put in... Which kind of also has love. The pass off from Viva La Vida to You're Gonna Go Far Kid is one of my favorite bits. Yeah, it does make sense.
I hear terrorist little bells are ringing. See the lightning in your eye, see you running, a fog light.
And also, I'm glad I got the last See Them Running for Their Lives, because, you know, it could have been See Them Running for Their Lives. But, again, one thing I love about making mashups is that a lot of songs, when it has repeated lyrics, like, they have different takes for each. That's why whenever I do All-Star, you can hear me using all that glitters is gold, only shooting stars break the mold. Because it almost settles a bit better. And I think that You're Gonna Go Far Kid kind of does the same thing. And then I wanted to put Smooth in there, which I feel like it could have been implemented better, but say Livy.
It's just like the ocean under the moon.
And then, of course, as you all heard, I'm just going to put in just these parts right now, just so y'all can get it. I've been trying my DANCE by Justice for a while now because it purely gets stuck in my head, but I can never remember the important part to make it actually searchable, so I'm glad this came out and had it in there. Yeah. You know, it's a good Jenny BTS for you to hear the pride coming through in your voice. Yeah, thank you! Ah! Anyway. Now, there's another joke of this, because the song it's playing alongside If the Joker Could Beatbox is one of my favorite musical musical lines of lyrics ever.
I play my music in the sun.
From the song called The Joker. You can't see it, but I'm doing like a goofy smile because I did something funny. And then this one was kind of a meta thing, because after that it's
Thanks for the memories, even though they weren't so great.
Because I know a lot of people who would much rather have not been reminded of If the Joker Could Beatbox. We can hear the smile. Yay! So now we get to this part. Originally, this was just Shelter and Sad Machine, but I kind of expanded it a bit. But I'm just going to play it through. All right, so let's talk about that section before we get into that. First of all, Sad Machine and Shelter felt like they kind of fit together really well. I knew I wanted to put Shelter in there because I've been using Shelter a lot recently. And Shelter works really well as a mashup song because, again, it's not, it's very much, fucking, you know. So your brain hears that and it doesn't pick up on words, which allows your mind to pick up on the parts that actually have words, like Sober Up. I put Fix You in there because Fix You is just genuinely a beautiful song, and I thought it fit really well with this whole... My mom always huffs about you putting Coldplay in your mashups because she doesn't like them, lol. That's fair. I have a weird relationship with Coldplay. Because my dad, when I was a kid, showed me X and Y, which I really liked as an album. But, for me with Coldplay, they either make stuff that I think is pretty dang good, or just stuff that's garbage. For instance, I hate Yellow. Yellow sucks. I despise Yellow. It's so bad. But, there's other parts of it that are good. Also, something that I do want to mention, because this is a song that I've used before, and I do kind of want to talk about its kind of relevant. So
Won't you help me sober up? Growing up, it made me numb, and I wanna feel something again.
which I've used before in Mario in the Lockdu's mixtape track Greetings. And it's kind of a nice song for me because I know that when I was working on Lockdu's mixtape, I was definitely in that I guess we can call it a pre-transition rut. Very much a pre-transition like sadness kind of vibe. I was really depressed for a while, and like this song kind of spoke to me as very much like a, hey, I'm growing up, I'm getting old, I'm losing, I feel like I'm sort of like, I feel like I'm almost losing that spark a little bit, and I don't want to lose it. And so I remember for a while I actually wanted Lockdu's mixtape to be sort of about that, like about growing up and about how, like, you know, you have to keep your sense of childlike wonder and happiness alive through everything. Which is actually the reason you can kind of hear that in some of the songs in it, where it's like the peach that makes you old. Yeah, because that one's all about like growing up and getting older. And also that's the reason why the Sweet Sweet Mountain one is called Sugar Headache, because, you know, I used to eat a lot of candy as a kid, and now if I eat too much candy, I get a really bad headache. So it's sort of another thing that's emblematic of I'm growing up. And there's a lot of, you know, changes that happen when you grow up, but you're still you, and it's still nice. So now let's go on to the next part of the song, which Double Dice said that I was blueballing their favorite bit, which I'd be happy to do, because I did do something very silly with this part. So I actually did something a bit special with that was obviously Every Time We Touch. And Bodies.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
However, I did something a little special with Bodies. I don't know, there wasn't any like relevance to this, but
Here we go. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Two.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. One. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
I put in the 1, 2, 3, 4 into it. Which was very cute. Then we have In the End and Spiderwebs. Fun fact, this area was like the first area that I finished, this chorus. And it's pretty much unchanged for the most part, with the exception of me adding in the white stripes here. I knew I wanted In the End to be on the last chorus because, well, it's near the end of the song. I had to put Spiderwebs in there because it's slow. It's been like creeping up on me as one of my favorite songs. I've used it a lot in mashups recently, like Rhythm Nirvana 2. I used it in Yes Capes. And I think it's just locked into me right now. I just really like Spiderwebs. Anyway. And then, if you remember, I mentioned that like sometimes when songs repeat lyrics, they're sort of delivered in different ways. That's most emblematic right here. Which kind of fits considering how this song has been. As you can see, I had a lot of stuff that I wanted to put here at first, but I decided to just sort of leave it with just that part. Then we get to the very end of the song, this very last bit where... Now, I can guarantee you that you missed a sample on your first listen to this one, because this one has a few really different thing. Use a different take of the White Stripes every time, really added to it. Exactly. So we have Poker Face. And of course, everyone's favorite bestie. To do it, a Yankee, 2 big birds and a big ass bloopy. Yeah, repeating said it once before, but it bears repeating was absolutely intentional. I I had Cruel Angels Thesis. Behind that was and then a little fun fact is there's a very, very, very small bit right at the end here where you can hear which you might know from Caramel Dancing. I decided I wanted that to be like the only bit of Caramel Dancing in there. I just wanted to get a little drop of Caramel Dancing, which I thought was really funny, and I knew it had to be the woo, 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 woo. And then we get to, as you all know, I've discussed before that whenever I make mashups like this, I tend to, for the most part, sort of quarantine off the JoJo into one area, which I did here. Which I figured I would use Stand Proud because, I mean, Stand Proud is the most fitting one with Through the Fire and Flames, just because it fits the most.
Break you down, break you down, break you down. 拳放つ聖なるビジョン伝えた
I figured it fit well, and I was thinking, wait, break it down, wait.
Break you down, break you down.
Break it down, you say?
Break down, break down. Listen, break down, break down. Listen, break down, break down.
I had to put Great Days in there because Great Days is my favorite JoJo opening. It's the best one ever. I actually had to get a different version of this one because the normal acapella that I used didn't have the breakdown part. And that sounds good together. I never put a little organ made through the instrumental removal. It really sounds pretty, honestly. Yeah, I usually keep it so it's nice and quiet so you can't hear it. And then, on the very last part, as you know, it ends with them saying, Stand Proud. It is Pride Month, so I had to do my little... My little Jenny and Shut Up and Dance. That together sounds like a... Then I put in Down with the Sickness. With a beat. Which just sounded really good with this part. I couldn't figure out what to put in this sound, so I just put in more of Falco Lombardi.
Now it's our turn to kick some tail. All right.
Now it's our turn.
Now it's our turn
to kick some tail. I think that's after, I don't remember which mission that's after, but I know it's at the end of a mission. Is it after Corneria, Sector Y, or is it, Meteo? No, it's not after Sector Y, because I think that's when he's like, your skills, no, that's Pepe who says your skills have improved, Fox. Thought it was Fox, of course it was Falco. Yeah, no, come on.
Now it's our turn to kick some tail. All right.
Listen, that leaking in 2020 was the best fucking thing to happen to me. Sometimes I still listen to the whole, like, uncompressed audio from Star Fox 64 just to feel something. And then another Death Grip song. We have the final piece of Back 3 Back. Bye 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 was put at the end. I was like, I have to put it at the very end because we're leaving.
But it ain't no lie, baby, bye, bye, bye.
You didn't totally quarantine JoJo. I remember Heaven's Falling Down was also in this mashup somewhere. No, it is not. Heaven's Falling Down is not in this mashup. I know it is in Quarantine in Remix 30. I listen to every uncompressed Wolf line to meditate. Good call. I'm going to play it without the Bye 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 first because there's... And also without that noise. Just I want to play the noises before we do all the... Actually, I'll do it without the noises and then I'll play just the noises. So that gives us...
Never stop making shit.
Never Stop Making Shit is... That was just me. Did I just remember Remix 30 the pre-stream, get that mixed up with this? Maybe. Bring Me to Life is... not Bring Me to Life. It's labeled that because that's what the fucking thing was labeled at the time. Literally, I just was making egg toast and working on this mashup, and I just decided to record myself saying, never stop making shit. Because, honestly, Never stop making shit.
Never stop making shit.
I had to slow down this half of it so it could fit better with this.
Never stop making shit.
All right, now let's go over the sound effects in this part because I have a lot of fun with them. So. Those three noises were in order. That is Germa. I'll show the clip if you don't know it. Then from Barracuda, fucking ooh, Barracuda. Cat, nope, that's Germa. I'm gonna show it to you right now, real quick. Yep, Germa Freddy Fazbear.
70%? 32? Oh, it's a magic defense shield. Might need it later. You look like Freddy Fazbear. What are you gonna say now?
Genuinely, I think that's one of my favorite Germa clips ever. Because like, okay, so let's break down what's going on real quick. Someone says, "You look like Freddy Fazbear." So he goes,
Look like Freddy Fazbear.
and then he just goes,
What are you gonna say now?
he's so confident about it. Like that's supposed to change literally anything. like, oh, okay. Now that you've made that fucking noise, now that you made that noise, okay, I guess you don't look like Freddy Fazbear anymore. It's such a crazy noise. I love it. It's so good. So I decided that that would be really funny to do the, you know, the wow, is gonna be the fucking, which is fucking ooh, Barracuda. And then at the very, very, very end is an idea that when I was making Polka for Another Purgatory, it's an idea that Sen gave to me, actually. And that's to end the song with, which is the very, very, very end of Deadlock. And honestly, I think that's perfect to put in. Because to me, the ending of Deadlock is sort of represents defeating creative block. And I think that that works really well with the message of never stop making shit. So let's just play that all together real quick.
Never stop making shit.
Also, it looks like I planned on almost putting... oh yeah, at first I was going to put... I was going to make this part...
Come on, get down with this ass. A snowball in July?
and then maybe something else on top of that. But I was like, nah, I don't think we need to reference Mad Rat and Purgatory yet again. As much as I love referencing Mad Rat Purgatory, I kind of like Falco's voice in there a bit better. I only let myself listen to the Deadlock chime at the end when I was done subtitling, and oh my god, that's a transcendental experience. My juice reward. Yay, juice! No, I could have had Mad Rat. Sorry! So yeah, that's through absolutely everything. For what's worth, one thing that made this really easy, well, easy in heavy in air quotes, is that through the Fire and Flames, most of it, except for this little center part, is at 200 beats per minute. Now you might be thinking, holy shit, that's crazy. And you're right, it is. But that means that it's very easy to adjust the tempo. So, like, let's say, for example, let's pick Eeny, Meeny, Miny. Yeah, we'll do First Day by Blink-182. So, if we were to go to... Yes, this is my background for this. Shut up. Go over here. Come on, TuneBat. Work with me, damn it. Load. Fuck it, I'm just going to do first date BPM. There we go. I'll do this one because it's good. Actually, hold on. First Day by Blink-182 is a bad example because it's really fast too. Let's pick yeah, let's do I Write Sins Not Tragedies. So I Write Sins Not Tragedies BPM is no fuck it. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna do the Joker. The Joker is at 165 BPM. Now, what you can do is, since this is 200, you can just divide 165 by 2, and it'll give you 83%. Well, 0.5 technically, but, like, whatever. Anyhow, yeah, that's absolutely everything. I'm trying to think if there's any, like, funny bits. I guess, other things that I almost added. I almost tried to add the acapella for Oh Green World by Gorillaz, but it didn't sound very good. Let me see. I tried to add Get Lucky, sounds like.
She's up all night to the sun.
Yeah, it was just, I think I had to pitch that one up by like 6 because of the key, and it just didn't sound good. All right. Let's give it a listen all the way through from start to finish, and then I guess we'll call off the stream because I don't have anything else to do tonight. I do know. Oh, I guess I can talk about my future stream ideas because I have some very interesting streams. I had hinted at this, but I've been getting really into hypnosis lately, and I was thinking, what if we did a stream where like I just hypnotized the audience, like put them in a trance, made sure it was completely safe, because I know that it's something that I definitely had a lot of questions about when I was younger, and like, you know, I wanted to know about it, and I figure, why not, if anyone's curious, give them the experience of what it's like, you know, in the safety of my stream. And, you know, just give a fun little experience. So, yeah, that could be fun. And then also there's some games, who knows, maybe I'll actually play some Skyrim on stream now that I'm actually playing it. And obviously when fucking Rhythm Heaven comes out, I'm gonna be playing the shit out of that. Yeah, you know what? I'll probably do a stream of that, like, on day of. So, yeah. Let's listen to this all the way through, and then we'll see if anyone's live to raid. Is anyone live to raid? Rhythm Heaven. That's true, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Mar? Oh, yeah, Mar's streaming. Wait, following? Oh yeah, Mar is streaming because Mar's doing Hades. Yeah, okay. I'll raid Mar. But first, let's give it a quick listen. In Hypnosis Stream, would there be a Q&A after? Yeah, sure. Anyway, let's give it a listen all the way to... Oh my god, Demily! Thank you for the raid, Demily! Anyway, we just got raided, and I was just about to end my stream, but beforehand, yeah, you're literally here at the last second, but you all are here at a good time because I'm about to play this mashup. You're playing Danganronpa? Nice! I hope that you voted wisely and didn't have anyone die too bad. Anyway, you guys got in right when I was about to finish my stream, actually, but I figured right before we end, I can show you this mashup that I've been working on. I just got done going through it piece by piece and like saying every single thing. It's called Through Absolutely Everything. I'm going to put a YouTube link to it in chat. Hey, Jerma. That way you all can check it out, but we're going to give it a listen through, and I hope you all enjoy because it's a very, very good one. You will love this. And if you don't, then no. Okay, we're just gonna do copy link so that you can save this. It's a lot of letters, but it's fine. I can put links in my chat because it's mine. I've been listening to it many a time. Well, in that case, here it is on the project that it is. Perfect timing. I love hearing a Chongo jam. Good. Let's go.
Let's have a little fun.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever which is bringing me out the dark.
This time I'ma let it all go now. This time I'ma stand up and shout. I'ma do things my way.
Reluctantly crouched at the starting line.
Fuck this shit, fuck it up, you
I forgot to unmute this one because Get the Party Started plays twice.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I come out bleeding.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I could take you for a ride.
On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair. Warm smell of Lolita, rising up through the
Trying
air.
to take you anywhere. Over here, that is too hard and that's me.
Wanna stop it, but like it too much to let it stop here. It's wrong, but I want it
Because
tonight.
of dark and touch, you walk away from me. Nobody likes you when you're 23.
Anything could ever be this good again. Take me out.
You wanna be an American idiot? Do it your mom, do it your mom.
Cause I got your picture, I'm coming with you. Dear Maria, got me.
Lots of money in my bank account, oh no. Stupid horse, I just fell out of the Porsche. Lots of money in my bank account, oh no.
Your girls were undeniable, fine, fresh, fierce, we got it unlocked.
I said it was before, but it bears repeating now. Can't stop, addicted to the shindig.
Tick tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. Eat it up, no, you do.
I'm not taking my sneakers out.
Everything'll be just fine. Everything'll be
I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball.
This love has taken its toll on me.
So it's gonna be forever. Or it's gonna go down. It's been 1 week since you looked at me. I just wanna feel this moment, baby.
Not to edge you guys, but I just want to say after this is done, I'm going to do a Q&A, so feel free to get your questions ready. Now, where the fuck was this? Oh, fuck. No. Oh, it was over here.
1 week since you looked at me. I just wanna feel this moment, baby. Banging on the edge of tomorrow.
But you ain't telling me now. And there's something to believe in, 'cause I don't believe in you anymore.
I said it was before, but it bears repeating now.
I like to make myself believe.
So pass for your mother, pass for my father. Right, then I'll pass it right. It's just a
Wake me up.
Wake me up inside.
Can't wake up.
Wake me up inside.
Say no.
Call my name and save me from the dark.
Wake me up. Let's go.
I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away, but I know that I don't, and I won't ever stop, 'cause you know I gotta win every day. You really wanna pop me? Just know that you will never pop me. And I know that I gotta be a little cocky. You ain't never gonna stop me.
I am facing away from change with the factory. The biggest beat, the beats, the skins, the break it, break it, break it, break it.
It's tricky to rock around, that's right, one time it's tricky. Tricky.
Baby, can you move me around so we can't get with the rhythm? All we get is the fucking roll out. Let's count down, body, got me with this body. Let's go, let's go.
We gon' rock this club, we gon' go all night. We gon' light it up like it's dynamite. Let's go, don't wait. This night almost over. Let's make this night last forever.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Because it feels so good, just feels so
Watch the way I navigate.
I'm addicted to you. Eyes on me with the haven't you people ever heard of? Closing a goddamn door, no. It's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality.
Repeating now.
Now it's our turn to kick some tail. All right. Let's start making shit.
So that was their absolutely everything. All right, I will ask once again. Well, I'm not ask once again, but now I have a quick open Q&A before I end this stream. Hopefully everyone who came in from the raid enjoyed that. I'll answer some questions, then I'll call off the stream. I know there was a question from a VGBM earlier, so I'll answer that real quick, asking, on top of Suburban Jungle being there, isn't that R2-D2 Scream also used in black? I actually don't know. I didn't know if that was the case, but let me see. Homestuck black samples. Let me see. I'm just going to do a Homestuck R2-D2 Scream and see what comes up. It doesn't look like it. Or at least if it does, then it wasn't mentioned here. So nevertheless. Let's see. Not seeing... Raising my hand. Miss Jenny, are there any songs you really wish you could have squeezed in but weren't able to? I did mention I was hoping I would be able to put Boogie in there, but the acapella track was just really, really scuffed. I assumed it was the Scream from Black at first. Wait, asked for a while, but what's that whale in your profile pic? That is a great question. I'll answer the next one because it's a lot quicker. How many songs did I just listen to? There are 181 samples in this. 181 different songs. To answer you the question about the whale, that is a laser whale. Basically, when I was first starting this channel, I was a camp counselor. And basically what I did was 181 plus enemy. Yeah, my bad. Because I forgot that in the fucking... I forgot it in the thing, so it's 181 plus enemy. I think what happened was I think I counted 180 at first, and then it was enemy. 181 or 182, it's one of those numbers. But anyway, the laser whale. Basically, when I was a camp counselor, I'd come up with this idea of a laser whale that was like sort of a part of the camping experience. There's a bit of a long story behind it, but the super short version of it is that he's a laser whale. It's a whale with a laser on its head. Not saying I'll make it, just open to others, but will a song be usable for AMVs and thoughts about it? Sure! I'm okay with the song being used for whatever. I know that there is currently some people who are working on making a Clone Hero chart about it. In fact, like, they've actually come to me to we're kind of collaborating on it and came to me saying, like, hey, what parts of it do you want to be favored? What parts don't you want it to be favored? And that one is going to be sent over to certain people who are going to get a lot of enjoyment out of it. But yeah, if you want to make an AMV out of it, if anyone wants to make an AMV out of it, this insanity, then feel free to go for it. Thank you, Miss Chongo. I shall use it for sped up bits of Let's Plays for great power. Awesome. Let's see. Any other questions? You also mentioned music video in the works, right? Yes, I actually have talked with Red about working on a music video for it. I'm not sure quite how long that's going to take, just because they're still here right now, and I'm still using my laptop to do other things, but I'm hoping I can get that on the external drive, and then once they head home, they'll start work on it. And considering it's going to be a very, very, very big music video, I'm willing to give them a lot of time on that, because it's very, 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 very big. I know that someone already has made a Clone Hero chart for it, but it's literally just Through the Fire and Flames, just the Through the Fire and Flames chart with that on top of it. Which, like, yeah, that's a way you could do it. Is there a theme for the AMV? No theme. I mean, I'll say the music video being made isn't specifically an AMV. It seems like it's going to be a lot of just like taking the music videos and sort of putting them on there. So it's more of a general use music video at this point. But I did basically give Red free reign to do whatever they wanted with it. So that's all up to Red. Although they haven't really gotten started yet, but they did at one point while I was out of the house, just like downloaded all of the videos that they needed onto my computer, and we're going to get that on an external drive. But yeah, that's the fucking story, Wishbone. If there aren't any more questions, well, I guess any more questions going once? Going twice? Lovely. I will prepare the raid. And if I see a new question, I'll answer it super quickly while the raid gets started. We're going to raid Mar, because Mar is so cool. Mar is such a good friend. Been up for about 50 minutes? Yeah, sure. Mar's playing some Hades. Although it looks like Hades is still kind of... Looks like Mar's still kind of chatting a bit, but we'll get that raid started. Oh, wait, I see there's another question. Let me see if I can fucking read it on my mobile app, because I can't see it because the big raid stream preview's in the way. Shoving your microphone in your face despite not having a question. Hell yeah. How are you so cool and smart? Estrogen. My question, want to go to the Green Day concert? Maybe later. All right. I'll catch you all next time. Keep your eyes peeled on my socials, and it'll be good. Let's have a nice day, everybody. Ah!
Thank you, Jenny Chongo Show. Wow, you literally rated me in time, because I was just about to talk about my rent and bills. Jenny Chongo Show, how was your stream? Welcome, y'all. Welcome, raiders. Hello, hello, hello. I forgot to give everyone a raid phrase. That's okay. Everyone say la la as a raid phrase. 3, 2, 1, la la. Stream White Good just gave behind the scenes of my new matchup.
Let's have a little fun.
I unfortunately haven't had time to listen to it yet, but the Jenny Chongo Show, the mashups are always so fucking good. If we're talking Jenny Chongo Show mashups, I still regularly, on the regular, still listen to the Weird Al, the compilations. When When it what do you call it? When it's the Weird Al fucking polka medleys with the original vocals, that shit's gas. That shit is gas. Want me to link it up? I'll probably watch it later on, for sure. I'm about to start beating up my dad. Yeah. I'm about to start beating up my damn dad. Get Hadesing. Or if somebody wants to put it in media share. And we could just listen to it from there. That's my way of being like gotta try and get rent and bills paid. We have media share once saying you don't have to. No, Jenny. No, you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't gotta. But I do love and appreciate you very, very much. But yeah, we were just talking about the new Amazing Digital Circus and my feelings towards that, and begging people to watch I Saw the TV Glow. I still gotta see that. You should watch it. It's really, really, really good. You should watch it. That shit's gas. It's really fucking good. And then I was like, well, if you like the finale to the Amazing Digital Circus, then if you haven't already, you should watch I Saw the TV Glow. Because it's so fucking important. It's such an important film. Bye, Jenny! Have a wonderful rest of your night.
Wait, I'm still streaming. Okay, let me stop.